Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to show you how to make this fun, scrap-happy bangle bracelet. And you can do it with stuff already around your house for next to nothing, folks. We're going to use some fabric. I had some fat quarter scraps in my sewing box, so I'm using these. You're going to need a few skeins of embroidery, floss, or thread. You don't even need a skein, you just need a piece of each. Some buttons, if you like, for embellishing. You might want a thimble, and what the base of this is, which is really cool, is a water bottle. So what I did was I just cut a ring from this water bottle with a pair of scissors. Nothing fancy there. And actually, I'll even show you. It's so easy to cut this with scissors. Let me reach over here. It just, you know, I can trim it up even a little bit more. It's just so very easy. So you just slice off a ring of a water bottle, and we're going to take strips of fabric. I basically cut these about anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches wide. Here's my 3 fabric choices here. And then what you want to do is start off with the color that you don't want to see as much of. And I think I'll use this pink because it's so wide. And I'm just going to start by holding that in the inside of my water bottle. So I've got that held to the center. Might be a little hard to see because it is transparent. And then my first wrap, I'm going to trap the end of that fabric down. This is so fun. I think this would be a really fun Girl Scout or camp craft. And then you just kind of go around. Since this is a wider piece, I'll be able to actually cover most of the water bottle. And I'm just kind of turning it. I want to make sure that the pattern side is on the outside, since this is a printed cotton. This is just like the fat quarters you would use for quilting. And it's great for little scraps that you have left over. I actually had bought a bunch of these fat quarters on sale, and so that's what I'm using these for. So I'm just going to kind of tuck that under like that and just hold it in place. So we don't even need any glue, which makes this really fun and easy. Next I'm going to use this blue, and I'm actually going to try to tuck in my raw edges a little bit. I didn't make the most perfect strips, which is nice because you don't need to. I'm just going to kind of fold it in half and try to get those raw edges tucked under. Now I want to trap that previous layer, and this time I want to make sure I wrap it, but I want to make sure that I'm going to kind of twist it a bit as I go, and I want to make sure that that some of that pink's going to show through, so I don't want to wrap it as tightly. And you know, if the raw edges bother you, you might choose to use like maybe a jersey, or you may even want to hem your strips and make almost like a rope or a hem strip or something, just so that you don't have the raw edges. But that's completely up to you. I kind of like the shabby chic look, but it's not for everybody, so keep that in mind. Trap that back down. If your other end starts unrolling on you, don't worry about it. Just wrap it around the other way and you'll secure it with the next layer. So this is a worry-free project. You can even knot them together if you want to. We're going to knot our last one together, but if it makes you feel more comfortable to knot each one, you go right ahead. It's your bracelet. And then finally, I'm going to go around with the yellow. The nice thing about this yellow is it's a gingham, so it's woven rather than printed, so it's the same on both sides. So I don't even have to worry about making sure that I have the right side up. In fact, I think I'll give this a little twist to make it a little bit thinner, and I'm really going to just make sure I trap that. And I like that I can vary the width of the fabrics that I'm using. This is fun. I've had kind of this idea brewing for a while. I'd seen water bottle bracelets before, and they were cute, but I wanted something kind of a little different, so I came up with this. I hope you like it. Now for this right here, I don't have enough to knot it. What I'm going to do is actually grab a button, and I'm going to stitch that right down, and that's going to be my top. And I can kind of adjust as if I want to. I can go around and adjust so that I can have more of that pink showing. I think I'll grab this nice big button here and some pink, since I'm not seeing as much pink as the other colors. Helps to be a little ambidextrous here. And I threaded all my buttons beforehand because I didn't want you to have to suffer watching me try to thread a needle. Did I say thread a button? I probably did. Yeah, I'm not very good at threading needles. I actually had a couple. I brought out a needle threader just in case I got some yarn needle threaders, thinking, oh, I think that would be small enough to get through my embroidery needles. Because I tend to break those little, I break these all the time. I haven't even used this one because there, you can tell because it's not broken. I haven't used it. So when I found these ones like that, I was so excited, but they're really great for doing yarn needles. I haven't been able to thread the embroidery needles with those yet. Maybe I'll find a needle that's sharp enough that it can go through water bottles, but is has an eye big enough that I can use one of those. I don't know. I really, for when I'm doing jewelry, I switched over to the big eye beading needles, and they're basically like one huge, it's like a wire basically folded in half. It's fantastic. All right. Give it a double knot, or I like to do it 3 times. Be on the safe side, and then go around and add buttons hither and thither. And make my spacing a little bit better on this. Now you might want to go from the inside and do like a crisscross on your buttons. That's fine. They are a little harder to tie from the inside, so keep that in mind if you want to do that. I did a couple like that on the other one, and I didn't care for that, so I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to keep tying them on the outside. There we go. And this will lock your fabric in as you go. So there's going to be some fray edges because I didn't sew down my edges, and I'm using cotton which frays. I kind of like it. It's going to get this kind of shabby chic weathered look, but if that's not your cup of tea, all you could do is hem those strips before you begin. It's only 3 strips, and they're only like probably 2 feet long each. It's like, you know, just a fat quarter that I've cut some strips off of, so it's really not that big of a deal if you want to do a little rolled hem on the side of that, or just even like sew it up into a tube and turn it right side out. That will certainly work as well. So I'm going to put another one with a pink string over here. Let's do that one right there. Tried to get it balanced out somewhat. So yeah, I mean, think of all the water bottles you have in your recycling bin. It's a great way to keep them out of the landfill, or I mean, in our state they do give us, we have to pay a deposit on all of our cans and bottles, so we do get 5 cents back when we return them. But heck, 5 cents to make a couple bracelets, I think that sounds pretty good. You're not going to find a bracelet blank in a craft store for less than that. And I like using water bottles because you don't have to wash them out. You can try like a Gatorade bottle or something, but it might be a little sticky on you. You have to wash it good. Water bottles are pretty much all set to go. Just wipe them out and Bob's your uncle. And continue on with your other colors. I've pre-threaded my needles, but I'm doing the same thing. I'm just going to space it out. Goodness gracious, if I could cut that string, I will. So I could grab my blue needle here. I'm just using black buttons. You could substitute for whatever color you prefer. I thought that the black would just be a little bit easier. Wouldn't have to think so hard about where to put them. So carry on until you have all of your buttons sewn on. Alright, we're done! Isn't it cute? It's cute as a button, I dare say. And it fits too. How awesome is that? Wear one on each hand. People will call you the crazy water bottle bracelet button lady! Woohoo! But just think, you can adapt this to whatever you want. You could even do like duct tape or washi tape, or, you know, just wrap it with duct tape or washi tape. You could wrap it with yarn or thread, felt. Use your imagination. Use what you have on hand. Find some water bottles. They come pretty easy. And have fun with this project. I do hope you enjoy it. I hope you share it with the kids in your life. And please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy crafting. Crazy water bottle button bracelet lady. Woohoo!